So first thing, could you guys do me a favor in the comment section and tell me if I should get a pair of these boots for my wife? I'm not sure what the break-in process would be for a woman, just considering that their feet are so much smaller and softer, if that break-in process would actually be more difficult for a little woman's foot, or if you think after some time she would actually break them in and would be able to get a lot of years of work out of these on the ranch. Alright, so this is a 10-month review of the Nix Builder Pros. Been wearing them for 10 months now. I still have not gotten to the point where I feel like wearing them every day for work because they are such nice boots that I don't want to completely destroy them so soon. I'm still kind of enjoying them as dress boots. But for the last 10 months, I've been wearing them to church every Sunday and to the office, and some heavy equipment operating with these. As you can see, got the laces broken in, got the tongue all shaped and fit, and that's actually pretty comfortable. Now that's all broken in. You can see the creases on the sides is actually getting nice and comfortable for the bending over and kneeling. The soles are still, I mean, if you're still kneeling down on concrete or whatever, it could still use a little bit of flexibility there. But like I said, I'm not actually wearing these boots on a daily basis yet. Not because they're not comfortable already. Already these are just as comfortable as any boot I've ever had, but strictly because I just want them to look pretty for a little longer. So with these guys here, one of the things that kind of disappointed me, not because there's anything wrong with the boots at all, but just because, I don't know, it just kind of broke my heart when I did it, is when I oiled them for the first time. When I oiled these boots for the first time, that color that they came in with the rough out, I really liked that color, and as soon as I oiled them, it darkened that color and made them look completely different. One of the things with the rough out that I didn't realize is I work on heavy equipment all the time, so I'm constantly out in fields. And when you're walking through pollen, I noticed that the pollen from the yellow flowers sticks to the rough out super bad. Whereas if you've got the smooth out, you can just wipe it off. But if you get the yellow and the orange pollen actually inside of the rough out leather, you actually got to blow it out with an air compressor or kind of spray it off or something. So that's kind of a hassle if you want them to look all pretty. But after 10 months, probably the first 3 months were just absolutely unbearable. I switched from the leather laces to the nylon laces. I don't really do that much welding or anything around fires, so I didn't really need the leather laces. And one of the issues with the leather laces is that they stretch out over time. So after 6 months of using the leather laces, you're constantly cutting the ends off with scissors because they just keep getting longer and longer. And then you just got to replace them because eventually they'll stretch out so much that they're weak and they just break. And that's kind of inconvenient, to be honest. These ones here, it's hard to find the right size laces because that's just not going to be your typical Walmart or Payless shoes. But on Amazon, that's easy enough. It looks like at the time of recording, everything looks like it's still about the same price. We're looking at $5.75. I can't remember exactly what I paid for them, but I know it was right around there. Let's see what the average wait time is. Standard lead time, 18 to 35 weeks. That is quite a bit longer than when we ordered them. So if you're going to order them now, I guess be prepared to spend a little bit more time waiting for them to show up in the mail. So like I said at the first part of this video, the first 3 months of wearing these boots is just absolutely miserable. If you do not give yourself enough time to break them in before you actually put these on as full-time work boots, you're absolutely going to regret it. I would highly suggest bending over and doing work like this right here, where you're stretching out where the heels are and stretching out where your toes are. That's the most difficult part to break in. The walking and driving and that stuff really helps, but after that, you're going to want to make a special point to do more of the stretching on the heels and toes. So I've only had these boots for 10 months now, but I'd have to say at this point, they are definitely a good investment for anybody that's in the trades. And even if you're not in the trades, maybe having a pair of boots like this, if you own property just for working around, is probably a good investment as well. Going from never hearing of the Nix Boots company to being absolutely sold on their products is pretty amazing. I definitely have high regards for their quality and their handmade craftsmanship.